Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about the fact that you're not growing fast enough because of one reason. You're too patient. Neil, what are your thoughts around this?
The moment you're too patient and you're satisfied with how everything's going, some little kid is going to compete with you and he's just going to knock you off. Never be patient. Never accept your growth. Never accept your success. Always strive for more. And in marketing, the moment you're patient, be like, oh yeah, SEO takes a year to kick in. So I'm going to be patient and let's just see what happens a year from now. Doing that, you could go a whole year and not get any results from SEO and you'd be like, oh, the business isn't really working out. What should we do? Maybe we should try out other marketing channels. You can't be that patient. Think of this as a fight to the death. You have to do whatever it takes to succeed. And you can't be like, oh, I'm just going to chill here and wait for war. And then when people come with knives, maybe we'll create some swords and try to fight them. No, you always have to be prepared. Assume the worst case. Go out there and never accept your marketing results and always ask for more.
Yeah, I think the key here is, so there's two schools of thought here, or not two schools of thoughts, but there's two things to consider here. So short term, there has to be urgency. There has to be speed. Long-term, macro, I think when you look back, it's like, wow, look at all the things we've done long-term. Long-term, it's important to be patient. But short-term, I think the way Neil and I look at things, and we tend to spaz out, or maybe spaz out's not the right word, but we want things to happen yesterday, basically. So we're both very similar in that respect. But also, when I look at the agency, Single Grain, for example, it took a while to get things going. It took the Growth Everywhere podcast a while to get going because they were basically completely new things kind of being built from scratch. But the understanding is business takes time, content takes time as well. But yes, micro in the short term, I mean, we were doing so many different things to see what would stick. Neil talked about the concept of throwing spaghetti against the wall, trying many things, not being patient in the short term, but long term being okay, that understanding that, hey, things are going to work out as long as we continue following this framework.
And with my team, every time we try doing marketing and they're just like, oh yeah, SEO takes a while. It's going to kick in with one of our sites. And I end up telling them, all right, well, we know it's going to end up working. And because we've been doing this for a long time, what else could we do to get better results right away? So it could be, hey, let's rewrite all our old content because we know eventually Google's not going to like it. And even users, it's not beneficial to them. Or, hey, we know that Facebook advertising is eventually going to get more and more crowded. So we're going to have to look for new channels. By just continually pushing forward and looking for new ways to grow and having that mentality of, hey, we did a good job with one thing, we should go look for something else. It's a great way to keep pushing forward and continually getting results faster than anyone else because we're never satisfied. We don't want to wait 6 months. We don't want to wait 1 year. Sure, we'll do the tactics that require 1 year's worth of patience or even 2 years. But in the meantime, we're going to keep doing 10, 20 other things so that way we can keep growing and not all of our marketing eggs are in one basket. And that's where I see businesses making a mistake. They'll try one tactic at a time. And yes, if you're a brand new company, you want to experiment, start off that way. But once you're in business and you're making money, you shouldn't be doing one thing at a time and waiting for it to get results before you move on to the next. You should be doing as many marketing tactics as your team or your, contractors or whoever it may be can handle. And look for people who focus because they're going to be your best shot. So look for someone who just does SEO to focus on your SEO. Look for someone who just does pay-per-click on Google AdWords, not paid on Facebook, but just paid on Google AdWords. Look for someone who just does paid on Facebook because they'll have better advice and input on how it works versus the person who does paid on quote-unquote Taboola or Outbrain or any other network. But by pushing every single channel at the same time, eventually you'll see results even if some things takes longer than you want.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple tactical things before I hop off from my side, but it's important to hold Neil talked about basically hiring people, specialists, and well, yes, hiring people, that's one part of the thing, but also at the same time, having a rhythm, having a cadence where you're able to hold people accountable. And maybe it's not Neil, maybe it's not myself, but get the book Rocket Fuel. It's by Gino Wickman. It's about the concept of having a visionary and an integrator. So those of you that are running a business, you're probably a visionary, you're coming up with all the ideas, but you need an integrator to help you see things through, to hold people accountable as well. And then also get the book Traction. That's also by the same author, I believe. Traction Entrepreneur's Operating System, not the marketing book. Get that. We've been using the Traction meetings. Neil Patel's digital team, the agency, they've been using Traction meetings as well. It works really well. It holds people accountable. We solve issues. We keep things going. That builds in the short-term machine that you need, and while keeping the long-term in mind as well. And the final thing I'll add from my side is get the tool 155. That's the number 155. That checks in with everyone every single week, and also has very specific metrics too, and that keeps a good pulse on your company too.
The way I run my internal marketing teams to get the most result is I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday meetings. Monday, people come up with experiments that can help move the needle. Tuesday, at the latest, they're picked and people work on implementing them. Wednesday, we go over the experiment, just making sure that everyone's implemented them and it's up and running. Friday, we go over the results. If you can't get results quick enough, that's fine. It can be one of those longer term experiments, but you should have short term experiments that you can figure out within that same week if it's going to work or not. And by iterating that fast, you don't have to keep waiting or relying on sources of marketing that take a long time. Your team will have that mentality of, hey, we need to keep go every single week and see results. I also do bonuses and antes. Whichever team creates the best performance or the best results ends up winning something. And by doing that, you'll find that your team won't be patient and they'll get you results quicker than if you didn't do that bonus structure or the Monday, Wednesday, Friday meetings with your team.
All right, that's it for today. I think we got a couple of new ideas here for bonus and antes and how to get the most out of your team, but we'll talk about that later. So go to singlegrain.com/giveaway to check out the marketing goodies. Get them, check them out. Again, we will see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good day.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.